Hi Pisces, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a timeless tarot reading. All right, let's see what we have out here. I'm seeing there be something that you're practicing, something that you're working on. It feels like definitely in good faith here. There is a card that came out within the spread, and I want to read the description of it. Okay. It says, the cosmic seed is representative of you and I. We are infinite cosmic spirits enmeshed in sacred flesh for a time here on this planet. We are seeds of pure potential, here to grow and learn and share our magic with each other. So we have Eight of Pentacles and we have the cosmic seed. And so I'd say that this is something that you've been at for quite some time. And seeing the Emperor there too, there can be like big choices and big building that you're doing that's connected with this. We also, though, the noise is going to pass. We also, though, have Five of Pentacles, and we also have Queen of Swords here as well. So there can be something that's going on where it looks like you are, like you're doing your thing and you are like moving through things in a way that you feel like is right to you and like very in touch, very in flow. Having though Five of Pentacles come out can mean that like there's something going on within the environment that you can feel like maybe seems odd to be within the environment. Maybe you're questioning like, if I'm doing this, why is that happening? Then it's reminding me of an oracle card that's connected with this concept of like, sometimes we hold this belief that when we're doing what we're supposed to, that things go well, and if something is going wrong, we're like doing something that we're not supposed to be doing. Like there can be something going on that's feeling sort of like that has you questioning things. Let's clarify what the Five of Pentacles is. It's gonna be something that I feel like it's something that you're experiencing, something that's going on that feels kind of like things aren't adding up the way that they are supposed to, or like the way that they should, maybe given the idea of like what you're doing here. Like if I have this going on and I'm sort of in flow, like why is this happening right now? Sort of like that. Or why isn't this happening? It can be. So Five of Pentacles, we can be, our faith can waver a bit in that moment. I'm seeing Hermit. You know what, guys? I don't know how much the noise is affecting the reading. I'm going to stop the reading here and I will make a part 2. I will not touch the cards. We will come back exactly where we are. Now the sound is fading. I'm wondering if it's going to come back though. If the noise happens to come back, we'll cut off the reading. I guess we don't need to now. Five of Pentacles is being clarified by the Hermit and the Star. So I'd say that this can be a time of reviewing. You can be wanting to get connected. You can be reconnecting. You can be thinking about... Star can be the bigger ideas that you're thinking about, like what you feel like is wanted for your life path, your purpose. There can be some type of internal healing that you're doing. You can be keeping more to yourself. Some of you too can even be studying something. You can be learning something. This can also be just a time in general of healing. Okay. Hermit and the Star together feels like connecting, maybe finding bigger answers, maybe having some questions, finding the answers to those things, but in a more grand type of way. Like, this isn't usually like the more menial types of questions that we have. This can be like more grandiose types of things that you're looking for, that you are seeking even. And then I'm also seeing Ace of Wands. So with that, there can be energy that you're feeling to do something, and having it be connected with the star. This can be like wanting to act on a dream or something that you find extremely interesting, something that you'd like to explore further. It can also just be something that like gives you an energy boost that you need. With Five of Pentacles, you can look around and be like, I'm worried about this, or like, this is happening in this situation. Is that supposed to be happening? Like, am I where I'm supposed to be? Am I supposed to be doing something else right now? These types of questions can come up. So having Hermit is going to be a time of touching base, of reconnecting, of reviewing, and then having the Star there is going to be the sort of like finding your footing there. And then also seeing Ace of Wands can be this reintegration of your energy, maybe even a reconnecting of your energy, a refueling that's happening, and then an intention to do something with that. Okay, I'm seeing Five of Swords and I'm seeing Seven of Pentacles. Five of Swords is when we're processing something, when we are in the process of resolving something mentally that doesn't feel worked through. Okay. Seven of Pentacles is connected with what you're currently investing in. Having the cosmic seed be connected with it, I'd say that this feels like it's connected with your divine purpose, okay? And the things that you're pursuing currently, the things that you're involved in. That being said, having Five of Swords come out there, you can start looking at this. See how Five of Swords is looking at Seven of Pentacles? So Seven of Pentacles is the stuff that you have going on right now, and these are things that feel very much in flow, okay? These are things that in general you wouldn't be questioning because you know it's the right stuff that you're involved in. Having this, though, can mean that you're starting to look at this and be like, is there a problem with this? Because I'm starting to feel on guard here. I'm starting to feel on guard here, but it's coming from a place of worrying. It's coming from a place of just when you start to question, like, something going on within this situation can feel like it shouldn't be like this, or I should be supported more, or like, am I going to be okay within this if I'm like doing what I'm supposed to be doing here and this was what I was supposed to be doing? Really totally based off of how you feel. Because with that cosmic seed energy, this is like when I'm truly moving to the tune of resonance within me. If I am following my soul's purpose, if I am connected and I'm listening to my intuition, that's what this is all about. The energy that I put in when I'm listening to that, when I'm tuning into that, when I'm following that. But now that something's going on, it's challenging. It's bringing up, my ego is feeling triggered now because I'm worried about this, or I'm feeling scared, or like, why hasn't this happened yet? Or why am I struggling with this? Or why hasn't this come in yet? It's going to be one of those times you're like, look, I'm putting in all of this energy. Why hasn't this come in yet? Why isn't this happening yet? Or why is this going on? Now I'm starting to feel worried. So now this is being aimed towards the stuff that you have going on, the things that you've been putting your energy into, and you can start actually feeling quite defensive. So you can feel like your heart isn't as open to this stuff that you've been doing. It's like a painting that you've been working on, and even though you've really been like following your inspiration to be doing that, Five of Swords feels like looking at the painting and feeling a type of way towards it, and from a place within of being like, am I going to run out of paints before I'm able to finish this? What's going to happen? And that feeling coming up where you can feel like actually unsure of what's going to be happening next. I do feel too like you can be in a situation where if you had no faith at all, this may be a situation that you're looking at and feel very lost within. And you can feel in a way like your faith is questioned or comes into question here. And even though I do believe that this is going to be something that helps you move through it, at the same time, when we're so much in our rational energy, we can feel disconnected from the cosmic miracles that are around us. And we can feel like this is going to end badly, or like I need to be looking out, I need to be concerned, maybe I made a mistake. And it's like, if you've been following your intuition, you're not going to be stepping into some sort of mistake, you know, like things aren't going to go wrong. That's not what's going to be happening here. Having that Eight of Pentacles, I'm seeing this show like so much energy that you've invested, like so much of your time, your energy, your care, to the point where when we have Eight of Pentacles, it shows you like quite advanced with this. And still putting the energy in, and having the card of the Emperor here shows that like this is what you're doing with your life right now. And so this is something very, very, very important. So to have something that feels very important to you, feel almost like what's going on, this is feeling like, is something going wrong here? Or just like questioning things within the circumstance because it feels like not everything is maybe going as expected right now. You can feel very thrown off by this. And I think too, especially because you can feel like this holds a lot of weight for you, this holds a lot of significance, it holds a lot of importance. And if this is something that you've put so much of your energy into and it takes up such a big chunk of your life, in the thought of possibly something happening in a way where this isn't flourishing, because Five of Pentacles will be that feeling of like, I don't know if I have what I need, or what if I run out of what I need, what if there's not enough, like things like that, like why hasn't this happened yet, or why haven't I seen like that result yet. It can be a time when the anxieties of it all can really be popping up, and you can be spending a lot of time thinking about this too, thinking about it, rethinking about it. So yeah, it can feel kind of like a problem to solve. You can question too, am I going to make it? So I wanted to get sort of a feel for this Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and what's coming out is the World, which shows something being accomplished, shows something ending because it's being completed, and then Nine of Pentacles, which I see as kind of being the opposite of Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is when we're looking at something and feeling like we either can feel like we don't have what we need, or we don't like have the support, or like what would be ideal in the circumstance that we're in, and also the fear of like not having what we need in the future too. Like a concern about this, like, am I going to be able to do what needs to be done here? Am I going to be able to pull this off? So Five of Pentacles is that feeling of like, do I have the resources that I need to be able to do it? So it can be like the energy, it can be the willpower, it can be the finances, it can be the creativity, the inspiration, the time. All of these things are resources. Having Nine of Pentacles shows having more than enough, like having exactly what we need and everything being good. So having these energies be characterized by this, it feels very much like if you're willing to move through this, what you're going to see. And this can be a cycle where maybe Saturn's very involved in this. And Saturn can be a type of energy where it's like you get delayed rewards or you get delayed results with things, or it really has you on the edge of giving up, and then you don't, and then things end up happening. It can be one of these energies. So with the World and Nine of Pentacles, this feels like learning things that are connected with abundance, with having enough, with not having enough, with like all of those types of things when it comes to resources. I'm seeing a change in the wind that's going to be happening. So yeah, there can be a feeling of like running out. It can be like time's running out, energy's running out, money's running out. That Seven of Wands, though, can be used as a card that is protecting this investment of yours and not giving up. And having that be connected with the Emperor, this can be you standing strong within this and saying, like, I stand by these choices that I've made. This thing that you have going on, I'm seeing it be protected. It's like there's this energetic, for some of you angelic even, this protection that you have over this thing that you've been doing, this thing that you've been working on, this thing that you have going on right now. This investment of yours, I'm seeing there be protection around it, and it's because of the intention of energy that you've been doing this with. So it's like naturally built into that. Yeah, you could have been thinking about picking up and leaving, actually. It feels like though you would be turning away from something that, like, where else would you go at this point? Like, if the cosmic seed is connected with you being aligned with your like purpose in this moment, if you were to step away from it for like fear of like something going on, it's kind of like, see the Seven of Pentacles like a plant that you've been taking care of, and Five of Pentacles can feel like you're starting to see it wilt and droop, and it's like you're giving it water and you're putting it in the sun and then you're moving it to partial shade. It's like all these things that you're doing, it almost feels like not really helping. But the plant hasn't died. I'm seeing it still be there. And that card of the cosmic seed feels like this plant is like protected, that I don't really think anything's really going to happen to it where it's going to like actually fall apart. But you can be feeling challenged right now with that Five of Pentacles of worrying that this is the end here. And then having that Eight of Cups can be this feeling of possibly thinking like, maybe I should walk away because of that, like maybe I should jump ship. But what it feels like is that if this is really what your intuition has been guiding you to do, is to like be here and to be involved in this, and you know that this is connected with your purpose and what you want to be doing, like where else is there to go is kind of the feeling that I get from this just now, as far as what I'm seeing. Like that's what sort of comes to mind here. Where else is there to go? Because I feel like the Eight of Cups is we hope to like find the cosmic seed to connect with that. So if you would be potentially stepping away from that, what would one be hoping to find? Not that one can't. These are just like questions that I'm posing here just to think about. Let's see what would motivate the Eight of Cups. Maybe you're like not having a good time going through this part of the process. You know, it can feel kind of, there can be a feeling of anxiety when you feel like I'm doing everything that I can, like I'm watering it, I'm taking care of it, like I'm telling this plant that I love it every day, and still this is happening. So maybe there's a part of you that's feeling like something that you need is not part of this process right now, like something that you need to be nourishing you, that you sort of get from being part of this process. Maybe you're feeling like it's lacking that. Okay, so I just asked what's motivating the Eight of Cups, and this would be the question of possibly leaving. I'm seeing Five of Pentacles, which Five of Pentacles can be like, I'm not having like faith within this situation. I'm not believing in what I'm doing. I'm not believing in this situation. It's kind of like before you actually see the plant die, being like it's gonna die, and then like leaving that when you don't even know if that's going to happen, and it feels too like it's not going to, like having the cosmic seed above it. I'm not getting the sense that that's what's going to happen here. So this feels like I've invested. Now something is happening with the investment that has me feeling really shaky. And this is like a real situation that you're seeing. This isn't just all in your head, you know, you're seeing something go on within the environment that really has you question things. But like, what about the investment not dying off? What about it like becoming robust, you know? And then if that's the case, would you really have wanted to leave? But yeah, seeing the Queen of Swords here, this can be the part of you that shows up and is like, well, I'm trying to be wise about what I'm doing here. I don't want to see something going down and then be too stubborn that I'm sinking with the ship here. However, what I'm seeing is that with Five of Swords, this is like my heart is closing off. So this is kind of a disconnect. Like this is coming from a bit of a disconnected way of seeing this, a disconnected way of thinking about this. In a one where I feel like there's not... This is a moment where you can see like how trusting you are of spirit within this process, of your intuition. It can really have you questioning your faith. So it can be showing you important things. I'm seeing too that this is like really actually forcing you to be flexible at this time too, and you can even have to like ration a bit here. I feel like you're in one of those situations where just right now, I'm not saying that it's going to stay like this. And I actually, from what I'm seeing, I don't believe that it's going to stay like this at all. I really see things are going to turn around. But right now you can be at a point where you are in some type of deficit here. From Seven of Pentacles to Five of Pentacles is a subtraction. There's like a deficit here. And in order for this to be made up, there's balance that's needed. So we have Seven of Pentacles, and then on this side we have Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So what can we do? We have to figure out things within this like new norm of the Five of Pentacles, making ends meet here. And that being possible, and that being part of the skill set that's being built. Because it feels like... It feels like if you're expecting a plant to give you 10 fruits and it's only giving you 2, what are you going to do then? And it feels like a matter of flexibility here. And working with what you have. And maybe even possibly stretching what's being given. I'm seeing Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. When I see Nine of Wands, I feel like it's going through a time where you can feel like you're really being challenged, when you can feel like you're really being tested, when you know that there's like somewhere that you're trying to get to and you're looking and it's still a long way to get there. So you feel like you can be kind of far off. So it's something that you go through and it feels difficult to experience. Mental flexibility, mental agility, finding balance, adapting. These are all things that are growing through this process. If I were seeing something going on where it feels like, okay, like you need to pick up and you need to transition out of this, I would tell you I'm not getting that from the reading. This feels more like sticking with this for now. And an acknowledgement of whatever deficit this is that's going on now, an acknowledgement of that, because I am definitely seeing that here, and still there being more to it than this, and to not overlook the miraculous possibility. Because having that cosmic seed card here, I do feel like something is going to happen, and it feels almost like it's like not necessarily expected, and it's beyond just logically what's being worked with here. But something is going on. We have the Emperor here, which is connected with Aries. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.